It was Wednesday that you kind of called out the team during the film session. What kind of inspired you to do that, and what kind of reaction did you see from the guys?
Well, I wouldn't say call out the team, but I just wanted to bring to the, our attention that, but we just wasn't playing with enough energy. And I think that's where it came down to, like, us losing those close games, just, energy. Energy is contagious, and we just needed more, and we did a great job of it today. And I think that's the reason why we were able to kind of get over that hump with these close games.
And at the end of the first half, Maxx, he forced that fumble. They got it back, but then he blocked the field goal. But then you guys kind of rallied around him after that. Leaving the field, was that kind of one of those times?
Oh, without a doubt, man. He gave us a lot of energy going into the second half. Maxx we all know, Maxx is a tremendous player. I think, truthfully, a top 10 defensive player in the league. Does it week in and week out, man. He gives us great energy each and every day. He plays it the right way, man. Did just a good job of just taking over the game when we needed him to, man. And, that's why he's a player he is, man. We're lucky to have him on our team, and he's going to keep doing that for our team. And when he keeps playing like that, we're going to be more and more successful on defense.
So how are you feeling? You left the game on the cart. Yeah, just want to take on that.
I'm so embarrassed I left on the cart, man. I literally had two cramps in both calves, so I kept trying to get up, but I just couldn't. I know I'm going to hear from my son when I get home. He's like, Dad, you left the game on the cart because of cramps. So not one of my proudest moments as a football player, but I was just happy that, the medical team got me back here, got me some IVs, and then got me back on the film, was able to finish the game with the team.
How exciting was it to just come back the way you guys did with no timeouts, then the touchdown, the overtime?
Very exciting, because it just shows, us as a team what we're capable of when we're really dialed in and locked in and trusting one another. And that's what that was. That was nothing more than us trusting each other to do our job in the moments where the game meant the most.
I know you guys.
About the energy with the team and all of that. Did you notice a clear difference on the sideline this time?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
What was it?
Well, just energy, like I said, and it wasn't just the players, coaches, support staff. Everybody out there was just really focusing on just giving energy to the team. Like I said, it was contagious. Obviously we knew we was going to come into a hostile environment, but we needed it, and everybody was able to feed off of it.
You guys have to take things on a game-by-game basis and not look too far ahead, but those guys was your best defensive performance of the season. It's kind of be a building block for you all to move forward.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at the film. There's obviously some things that, we need to fix and we need to get better at, but I think this is a step in the right direction. But, we can't take one step forward and two steps back, so we're going to enjoy this win, but we're going to look at the film and we're going to figure out how we can get better, and maybe we get, that 16 to 13, and just continue to just build. We got 7 games left, and we just want to see how good we can be in these, in these 7 games, last 7 games.
The second time I've heard you talk about after a game taking some grief from your son for something that happened. Is that your harshest critic?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. Without a doubt. Because I'm his harshest critic. Yeah. So I give it to him, he gives it to me. Yeah. That's a great relationship that we have.
How old is he?
He's 11.
11.
Yeah,
so yeah, you're hearing it. Yeah.
Exactly. I already got the message. Hey, Dad, what was wrong with you? I'm waiting to respond. All right, guys, have a good one.
Like running off someone else's field with a win. It was nice to feel that feeling again.
There's nothing better. Especially against them. Every time we play a division team, we want to take them down. So getting 2 against them is a great feeling.
Obviously, it was a team win, but for you all as a defense, it's your best performance of the season. Do you feel like this is going to be a building block for you all to have some improvement moving forward?
Absolutely. We did it. I feel like we played really good in the second half, and we just got to keep building every day. We can't look too far in the future. We got to, get a workout tomorrow, get our bodies back together, and just slowly build and continuing to trust the process. That's what it's really all about. So, we can't, like I said, you can't get too high, too low, but this is a big moment for this team in this locker room, and we just got to keep going.
The juice and the energy that you talked about that developed kind of during the week, how did that come about with the team? How did it start to gel?
Yeah, it started, with Duron. Duron pointed it out I think it was Wednesday, and we just showed the film, like guys making plays and not everybody, hyping him up and showing him love. And, that's just a credit to who he is. Duron's won Super Bowls. He's a great player, a vet. He's there for the team no matter what. He always puts the team first. And, he pointed that out early in the week, and we just, took it as a challenge because, me personally, having fun and, you know, having energy. And that's like, I feel like it's such an important part of the game. And, you know, if I can help my teammates, if Duron can push guys in the back end and we could all just do it and play for each other, like, that's when you start playing well and start putting days together and putting good games together, and not just a quarter, but a half and a whole game. And, you know, you've seen a little bit of that today, so we just got to keep going.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Back here, and where it all started, you know. Not too, exactly. I'm repping. They lost in playoffs, unfortunately, on Saturday. But, you know, cheering those guys on. No, not to East. Did East make playoffs?
Yeah, they made playoffs last year, too.
Yeah, they got better once you left, huh? But, yeah, it's good to be back. And, you know, always great to kick in altitude, too, sometimes. So, yeah.
Were you disappointed that first drive they didn't give you? Were you telling them, give me a crack?
I mean, I'm always being a little selfish, but hey, they're coaches, you know, they got to decide. That last one, I definitely maybe said a little more because, I mean, we were down by 3 at that point, so like we kind of needed the
You made it by like 10 yards, too.
Yeah, it hit that one well, so it was good, you know. We got the win, that's all that matters.
I'm just in dread.
You know, and you missed that first one. That's the first miss you've had this season, correct?
Yeah, that's the first
you
one.
know, but you still felt confident going in and booting those long. You hit
Yeah,
52.
I mean, you got to bounce back, and you know, each kick is its own thing. You know, I had to get a little streak going before that, but you know, hey, whether I missed the last one or made the last one, doesn't really affect the next kick. So just got to handle that one at a time.
Yeah. I'm not allowed.
I mean, obviously, I mean, it means a lot, you know, just for the morale. I mean, a hard week of work that the guys put in today, just to see it all, you know, pay off and be rewarded with a win is always a big thing.
That last drive, and you guys obviously have had some chances late in this year to come down and score. You had a big catch on that drive. Like, what happened on that play?
Man, so you know, I had you know, an option to do a lot of things on that play. Because I was one-on-one with the linebacker, and like basically I was the first read. So when he came down hard, I stuttered my feet a little bit, and I was like, oh, I'm gone. And then when I got the ball, I was like, oh, I didn't think I was gonna be that open, but I mean, it played out good.
Earlier in your career, there were some doubts. People had some doubts about your ability as a receiver, but you've overcome those. You've shown people you can do it. But on a play like that, do you kind of feel like a wide receiver? The ball that high in the air?
I mean, I feel like in college I caught the ball more than I ran. So. I mean, I don't really get that, you know what I'm saying, in the league. But I mean, I knew whenever it was a time, you know, to make a play, and you know, when the biggest moments, I was telling them, I'm like, man, I'm not coming out the game. Like if I'm tired, I don't care. I'm not coming out the game because you know. That's what you live for, you know. You live for the moments, and I'm just happy it turned out the right way.
Maxx talked about energy and juice that the guys kind of pulled together during this week of practice. What was it for you? Was there a turning point where you noticed like a change in everybody's tune?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like last week was our best week of practice. So we came in this week and duplicated it, you know. And the guys, we talked about it, you know. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, we talked about, you know, when adversity strikes, still being able to, you know, believe in each other, keep the energy, and, you know, and fight through it. So, you know, whenever we, you know, got a penalty or we didn't get a drive how we wanted to, if you notice, we all came up as a group and we talked about it, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know, that translates. We keep doing that moving forward. And, you know, it's good when you see the guys, you know, believing in having the trust and the faith in one another. And, man, we came out and got a win.
Seems like this offense is at its best when both you and Devontae are making plays kind of in different ways. Do you feel like you feed off each other?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's complementary football. The run and the pass is complementary football. We knew last week that, you know, they played, you know, Derrick Henry, and they stopped him to a pretty decent amount rushing yards, and we knew that this week they was going to try to come with the same formula. So we knew, like, the receivers would have to make a play. I was telling them earlier, I was like, man, they got an 8-man box. They bringing the safety down on a lot of plays. Y'all guys got to make a play. Somebody got to make a play. Somebody got to step up. And I mean, I don't know why you would ever want a one-on-one with 17 or anything like that. I mean, the guy is who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the best in his position in this game. So, man, I mean, I'm honestly humbled and honored to have him on the team, and he make my job a lot easier.
You guys hadn't had a lot of success on the road this year. I could tell you're juiced after the game, of course. So what's that feeling like, just running off someone else's home field with a victory, and how good did it feel to get back?
Yeah, man. I mean, especially this team. You know, it's a divisional game. You never want to lose the divisional ones. I mean, whether it's at home or on the road. And I mean, in the games I played in, I don't think I've ever lost to these guys. So I kind of, you know, take pride in that for me personally. So when I came in, was like, regardless if they load the box or not, regardless if it's going to be, a hard-fought game, that I'm going to give everything that I have, and I'll try to do that today.
It's kind of a walk-off win. Everyone ran into the tunnel. How did that feel? Was that planned or just?
I mean, we kind of pushed them into the tunnel because we kind of knew what it was. You wanted to talk to the fans a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it was fun. Nah, no problem. I appreciate y'all.